System. Why is the hero in love with me? Tasked with helping the hero find love. The system glitches when the hero chooses him instead. Part 1. The glitch. 1. Shanghai, 8:45 a.m. Ethan Lee always arrived at the office 3 minutes early. Not out of enthusiasm, but out of exhaustion. After 3 years as a junior analyst at Stratus Dynamics, a multinational tech conglomerate, he had mastered the art of looking busy while quietly crumbling inside. His colleagues called him reliable. Management called him invisible. His salary called him barely surviving. He sighed as he settled into his cubicle, tucked between a flickering LED light and a constantly malfunctioning AC vent. A prime spot for building character and chronic migraines. But then, beep, a blinding blue interface appeared in front of his vision. System initializing. Congratulations, host. You have been selected as the exclusive matchmaking guide for the hero, Adrian Cross. Objective: help the hero find true love within 90 days. Reward: 200,000 credits plus skill upgrades. Ethan froze. What the hell? The holographic window sparkled cheerfully. Please confirm acceptance. I didn't sign up for any. Acceptance registered. I said I didn't. Host has no authority to decline a system blessing. Ethan rubbed his temples. This is how people go insane. And yet, the interface remained. A digital chime echoed. Initializing mission. Locating hero. Hero found. Approaching the office in 12 seconds. Ethan's head snapped up. Adrian Cross, the hero? The new CEO? The cold, untouchable, absurdly handsome 32-year-old billionaire who'd taken over Stratus Dynamics 2 weeks ago? That Adrian? Before Ethan could panic properly, the office fell silent. Footsteps echoed. Employees straightened. Breath held. Adrian Cross walked in, tall, sharp-featured, charcoal suit tailored like it had been cut directly from heaven. His gaze swept the office and landed on Ethan. Why him? He wasn't even in the front row. He was in cubicle Siberia. Adrian's expression softened. Barely, but undeniably. Good morning, Adrian said. Everyone responded in a frenzy except Ethan, who sat stiff as a glitching robot. Adrian walked closer, too close, and stopped right beside Ethan's desk. Ethan's soul left his body. Adrian studied him. You're Ethan Lee? I think so? A faint smile curved the CEO's lips. Good. Follow me. Ethan blinked. Me? Why? Now. He followed, mostly because his legs forgot how to resist. As they stepped into Adrian's private office, spacious, glass walls, Shanghai skyline stretching like a painting behind him, Ethan swallowed hard. Sir, did I do something wrong? Adrian turned, leaning casually against his desk, arms crossed. No, I simply want you near me. What? Ethan's heart executed a short circuit. Alert. Host, the hero is exhibiting unusual interest. Please begin guiding the hero toward love with an appropriate partner. Ethan whispered to the system. He is not supposed to love me. Correct. He is not. So please direct his affections elsewhere. How? He barely knows me. Before the system could answer, Adrian spoke. Ethan. Yes. Adrian's gaze was steady, unreadable. You're different. Different how? Adrian stepped closer. You're the only person in this entire building who looked at me without calculating anything. A pause. It's refreshing. Ethan's brain melted into vapor. Host. Redirect. Redirect. Suggest a love interest. Compliment someone else. Recommend dating apps. Anything. Asterisk asterisk. Ethan blurted. Sir, maybe you should, consider someone else. Adrian raised an eyebrow. Someone else. Yes, plenty of people. Beautiful, smart, elegant. Adrian's voice dropped. Are you rejecting me? What an you this, Ethan wheezed. Adrian took one more step so close Ethan could count the threads in his suit. Ethan Lee, Adrian murmured. When I want something, I don't choose someone else. Ethan swallowed. System screamed in his ear. Warning. The hero's affection is rising dangerously fast. Host, you are in mortal danger of becoming the love interest. I don't want to be the love interest, Ethan whispered furiously. Too late. Affection level 27% and climbing. Immediate de-escalation recommended. Ethan panicked. Sir, let me fetch your coffee. Adrian tilted his head. Coffee? Yes. Coffee keeps you away from me. I mean awake. Awake. Adrian chuckled, soft, rich, terrifyingly attractive. That's not your job. IT is now. Ethan escaped, practically sprinting out the door. The system pinged again. Host, we have a serious issue. The hero was coded to fall for a strong, elegant, capable woman. But the imprinting sequence malfunctioned. He imprinted on you instead. Ethan froze mid-hallway. He what? Please remain calm. We can still reverse the emotional trajectory, as long as the hero doesn't develop irreversible attachment. Define irreversible. Hand-holding, prolonged eye contact, protective instincts, jealousy, or physical touch that lasts more than 3 seconds. So, everything he just did? Host, you are in enormous trouble. Part 2, the CEO who doesn't know boundaries. 1. Coffee, panic, and a terrible realization. Ethan stood at the pantry, clinging to a paper cup like it was a life preserver. How did this happen? He hissed at the holographic system. Host, please lower your voice. Office workers are organic life forms with ears. Ethan looked around. People typed, gossiped, scrolled on their phones. No one paid attention. He whispered harder. That man is the CEO. The CEO. I can't be his love target. I need my salary. I need sanity. I need normality. Understood. Mission priority. Steer the hero toward the intended heroine. And who is that? Accessing files. Heroine profile. Chloe Zhang. 28. Elegant. Poised. Marketing department. Top performer. Ideal match. Ethan sighed. Yes. A normal CEO-like match. Action suggestion. Facilitate meetings between the hero and the heroine. Yes. Good. Perfect. Ethan inhaled, grabbed the coffee, and froze. Adrian Cross stood in the pantry doorway. Ethan choked on air. Sir? You? How did you find me? Adrian stepped inside. You ran. I walked briskly. You sprinted. Briskly. Adrian's lips twitched as if amused. Give me that. He took the coffee from Ethan's hands. Is this for me? Yes. To keep you hydrated. It's coffee. To keep you not dying? A soft laugh escaped Adrian, quiet but genuine. And Ethan felt his heart do something incredibly stupid. Alert. Alert. Host's emotional resistance decreasing. Do not fall for the hero. I'm not falling. Ethan whispered. Adrian tilted his head. Falling. I said calling. I was calling my mom. In my mind. Adrian stared at him like he was a walking enigma he wished to unwrap slowly. Come with me, Adrian said. No. The CEO blinked. I mean no, sir, you're busy. You have meetings. Document mountains. Shareholder existential crises. You should find someone else. Like Chloe. From marketing. She's smart and beautiful and totally your type. Adrian's brows narrowed almost imperceptibly. Why are you recommending another person to me? Because variety. Adrian stepped closer. Ethan. Yes. Look at me. I'd rather not. Ethan. That voice. Low. Slow. Dangerous. Ethan looked up. Adrian held his gaze. Not cold. Not distant. Warm. Focused. Like Ethan was the only solid thing in the room. Warning. Eye contact exceeding safe duration. For seconds. Hero affection. 36%, 42%. Ethan panicked and dropped his gaze to Adrian's shoes. Yes, nice expensive leather, goodbye. He walked away into the wall. Adrian caught him by the wrist. A firm, steady grip. Careful. Catastrophic warning. Physical touch lasting over 3 seconds. Hero affection, 42%, 57%. Danger, danger. Ethan ripped his hand away like he'd touched electrified barbed wire. I'm fine, bye. He didn't stop running until he reached his cubicle. 2. The marketing floor conspiracy. 10 minutes later, Ethan gathered courage. Okay, I'll just guide him toward Chloe. Easy, normal, professional. He rode the elevator to the marketing floor. Chloe Zhang was indeed elegant. Knee-length skirt, white blouse, hair in a sleek ponytail, heels clicking with confidence. Hi, Chloe, Ethan greeted. She looked up from her laptop. Hey, Ethan, what brings you here? Ethan opened his mouth. The elevator dinged behind him. He didn't have to turn. He felt the temperature drop by several degrees. Adrian Cross stepped out. Ethan. Chloe blinked. CCO Cross? Employees scrambled into neat postures. Ethan whispered, Why are you here? I followed you, Adrian said simply. You can't just. I can. Chloe coughed politely. Sir, can we help you with something? Adrian's gaze never left Ethan. I'm here for him. Chloe's eyes widened. The marketing team started whispering. Someone dropped a pen. Someone else gasped like they were watching a K-drama unfold in real time. Ethan wanted to lie down and die under the nearest desk. Sir, he whispered through clenched teeth. Please don't say things that cause rumors? Earthquakes? Unemployment? Why were you looking for her? Adrian asked quietly. Ethan stuttered. Because I thought you needed to, discuss the new product campaign. Chloe blinked. We don't have a meeting scheduled. Adrian walked closer, his shadow falling over Ethan. You're avoiding me? Adrian murmured. Ethan's knees nearly buckled. And no, I avoid lots of people. I'm very avoidant. Adrian's eyes softened. Come back to my office. No. Adrian's eyebrow lifted. Slightly. Dangerous. I meant no thank you, sir. I still have work. Here. Looking at posters. The poster beside him was a photo of a vacuum cleaner. Adrian glanced at it. Then at Ethan. Come. Back. Host, the hero is displaying possessive behavior. This is not good. Please initiate emotional redirection immediately. Ethan grabbed Chloe's arm. Chloe, tell him you need him for something. Chloe blinked, confused, then caught on. Mr. Cross. Yes, I actually do need your input on the, color palette. Adrian finally looked at her. A single, chilling second. Then, no. Chloe gulped. Sir, you can't say no to your own marketing department. Adrian's voice dropped, calm but firm. I don't delegate, Ethan. Ethan's soul left his body again. Sir, I'm not your assistant. You are now. I did not agree to that. I didn't ask. Hero affection, 57%, 63%. Host, this man is progressing toward irreversible attachment. You must intervene soon, or you will become the hero's chosen love target. Ethan felt faint. I need air. Adrian immediately took his arm. I'll escort you. No. No escorting. No touching. No proximity. But Adrian was already guiding him toward the elevator, one hand hovering dangerously close to his back. The marketing team stared like they were witnessing the start of a scandal that would feed office gossip for a decade. Chloe mouthed at Ethan. Good luck. He mouthed back. Send help. Part 3. The system malfunctions, but the CEO doesn't. 1. The elevator incident. Ethan tried not to look at Adrian. Tried not to inhale too deeply. Tried not to exist in a way that attracted attention. But inside the elevator, Adrian stood inches away. Tall, composed, eyes fixed on him like Ethan was a fragile vase he'd personally chosen to protect. The elevator doors slid shut. Too quiet. Too close. Too dangerous. Warning. Host's heart rate increasing. Hero's attention locked. Physical proximity within 0.8 meters, high-risk zone. Ethan whispered, System, if I die, don't revive me. Host, your melodramatic tendencies are noted but unhelpful. The elevator hummed upward. Adrian suddenly spoke. Low. Controlled. Why were you trying to set me up with someone else? Ethan stiffened. Because. You need love. I don't need just any love. Adrian's gaze darkened. I want yours. Ethan choked on air. No. You don't. Adrian leaned slightly closer. I do. Critical alert. Hero verbally expressing romantic interest. Affection level. 63%, 71%. Imminent attachment. Ethan's voice cracked. System, help. Suggest emotional boundaries. Tell him you're not suitable. Introduce obstacles. Anything. Ethan blurted the first thing that came to mind. Sir. I'm terrible at relationships. Adrian blinked. Then I'll be patient. Sir, I snore. I don't sleep much. I eat instant noodles for dinner. We can fix that. I have emotional commitment issues. Adrian's eyes softened dangerously. Then I'll commit enough for both of us. The elevator dinged. Ethan nearly sprinted out, but Adrian's hand brushed lightly against his lower back, guiding him forward. Physical contact. 2 seconds. 3 seconds. Hero affection. 71%, 78%. Red zone. Ethan leapt away like he'd been electrocuted. I'm fine. Do not touch me. Thank you. Adrian's brows furrowed. Confused. Almost hurt. Ethan immediately felt guilty, which only made everything worse. 2. The boardroom catastrophe. Adrian led him to his private boardroom. Floor-to-ceiling glass, polished walnut table, monitors glowing with financial projections. Sit, Adrian said gently. Ethan sat, mostly because his legs were jelly. Adrian took the seat beside him. 2 beside him. Ethan scooted 1 chair away. Adrian stared. Ethan scooted another chair. Adrian's brows lowered slightly. Ethan grabbed his laptop bag like a shield. Sir, we should focus on work. We are. No, you are. I'm observing. Adrian tilted his head. You're avoiding me again. I am not. You are. I am strategically distancing. Adrian's jaw tightened. Why? System told me to. Adrian blinked. System. Ethan panicked. The literal office system. HR system. Yes. HR says, employees shouldn't sit too close for productivity. Adrian leaned forward, elbows on the table. Do you feel unproductive when I'm near you? Yes. I mean no. Adrian watched him. Slowly. Softly. You're trembling. Ethan froze. No. I'm vibrating with work ethic. Ethan. No one should be allowed to say his name like that. Ethan felt heat crawl up his neck. Host emotional stability. Collapsing. Hero romantic pressure. Increasing. Host must redirect now to avoid full imprint lock. Ethan gasped. Sir, Chloe. Let's invite Chloe. Adrian finally broke eye contact. Why? She can, give feedback. On anything. Adrian exhaled slowly, as if reining in emotion. A dangerous, quiet emotion. You keep bringing her up. She's your type. She isn't. She is. Adrian turned his head, eyes locking onto Ethan, voice dropping. My type is you. Ethan slammed his forehead onto the table. Critical emotional collapse detected. 3. The jealousy event. Adrian called for documents, and an intern named Daniel entered. Young, cute, bright. He smiled politely at Ethan. Good morning. Ethan smiled weakly. Hi. Adrian's head snapped toward them. His expression darkened. Daniel blinked. Is something wrong, sir? Adrian's voice was cold enough to freeze a lake. You're dismissed. But I haven't. Leave. Daniel practically ran. Ethan stared at Adrian, horrified. Sir, you scared him. He smiled at you. Because he's polite. It was unnecessary. He was breathing. Unnecessarily. Ethan buried his face in his hands. Sir, are you jealous? Adrian didn't answer. Silence, which was the worst answer possible. Sir, Adrian finally said, I don't like it when other men look at you like that. Ethan nearly fainted again. Warning. Jealousy is a top-level romantic flag. Hero affection. 78%, 84%. Imprint nearing permanent stage. Ethan whispered desperately. System. I'm done. He's going to break the mission. Host. I fear we are no longer dealing with a malfunction. This is an imprint override. The hero has chosen you as his primary emotional anchor. If affection reaches 100%, reversal is impossible. Ethan stared at Adrian, who was calmly reviewing documents. Except his eyes kept flicking to Ethan every few seconds like a silent, stay close. System. Ethan whispered, voice cracking. What happens if reversal is impossible? Then the hero will pursue you until the end of his story, and you will become the official love interest. Ethan felt his heart drop straight into his shoes, and at that exact moment, Adrian placed his hand gently over Ethan's. Ethan, he said quietly, stay with me. Physical touch detected. Hero affection. 84%, 91%. Warning. Nearly unstoppable. Ethan's breath hitched. Adrian's thumb brushed lightly against his skin. 91%, 94%. Ethan jerked his hand back. I need the bathroom. He fled. Part 4, The Point of No Return. 1. The Great Bathroom Debrief. Ethan slammed the stall door shut, gripping the divider like a man clinging to life. System, he hissed. Tell me we can fix this. Tell me he can fall for someone normal, someone appropriate, someone who isn't me. The holographic window flickered, glitching faintly. Host, I have bad news. Ethan braced himself. Worse than everything already happening? The hero's emotional algorithm has entered override mode. He's no longer searching for a compatible partner. He's chosen you as the narrative cornerstone. Ethan blinked. Narrative what? Narrative cornerstone. The life element the hero refuses to live without. Losing you may destabilize his entire storyline, professionally and emotionally. Ethan stared at the wall. He's a CEO, not a fairy tale character. Unfortunately, this world runs on story systems, and the hero has imprinted hard. Ethan sank down onto the toilet seat, burying his face in his hands. He whispered, what happens if he hits 100%? You become his endgame. Permanently. Host, you won't be allowed to leave the story. Ethan choked. You're telling me I'll be stuck in this world forever? Bound to the hero's emotional trajectory. Yes. Ethan's entire soul deflated. A knock suddenly sounded on the bathroom door. Ethan? Ethan nearly died. Adrian's voice. Deep. Concerned. Too close. Ethan, are you all right? Ethan scrambled. Yes. Fine. Using the bathroom like a normal person. You ran. I arrived quickly. You slammed the door. Good bathrooms deserve respect. Silence. Then Adrian said quietly, come out, please. And somehow that please was worse than any command. 2. The chase. Ethan cracked the stall door open. Adrian stood by the sinks. Jacket off, sleeves rolled up, tie loose. A CEO shouldn't look that heartbreakingly human. Ethan stepped out cautiously. Adrian exhaled, relieved. Why were you avoiding me? Ethan froze. I wasn't. You were shaking. No, I was vibrating with professionalism. Adrian took a step closer. Ethan took a step back. Adrian's jaw tightened. Why are you running from me? Because you keep. Adrian waited. You keep looking at me. I like looking at you. Well, stop. I won't. Ethan threw his hands up. Sir, you're the CEO. You're busy. You have an entire company to run, and billions to manage, and Adrian stepped closer again. Ethan ended up against the cold bathroom wall. Adrian's voice softened. None of that matters more than you. Ethan's breath stuttered. Warning. Host is cornered. Hero's emotional pressure is at 94% and climbing. One wrong move may finalize imprint. Ethan whispered, Adrian, please don't do this. Adrian's expression cracked. just slightly. Don't what? Don't choose me. Adrian inhaled sharply, like those words physically hurt him. You think this is a choice? He asked softly. I've already chosen. Ethan shook his head. It's a glitch. It isn't. A malfunction. It's not. The system says. Adrian leaned in, voice dropping to a whisper. I don't care what any system says. Ethan's heart flipped violently. Adrian placed one hand on the wall beside Ethan's head. Ethan, he said slowly, voice low and breaking, I can't stop thinking about you. When you're near me, I feel calm. When you're far, I feel wrong. Like something is missing. Ethan felt tears sting his eyes. Sir, please. Adrian's voice shook. Don't call me sir right now. Hero affection. 94%, 97%. Emotional bond lock almost complete. Ethan whispered, Adrian. You're not supposed to love me. Adrian flinched. Just barely. Then why? He murmured. Does it feel like I've been waiting my entire life to? Ethan's heart broke. For himself. For Adrian. For the impossible position this world shoved them into. 3. The breaking point. Ethan pushed past him, stumbling toward the hallway. I can't be part of your story, Adrian. I'm supposed to help you find someone else. Adrian stood still. Someone else, he repeated quietly. Yes. Adrian looked down at his hands. I don't want someone else. You need someone else. I need you. The words echoed painfully. Ethan clutched the doorframe. Adrian, if you keep going like this, you're gonna ruin your story. Your future. Everything. Adrian approached slowly, like approaching something fragile. I don't care. You have to care. No. Adrian's voice dropped. I only have to care about you. Ethan's chest tightened painfully. Adrian, please understand, you're the hero. You're destined for greatness. For a powerful partner. For love, Adrian said gently. Which I've already found. Ethan shook his head. You're wrong. Adrian held his gaze. Then tell me, he whispered, why does it hurt you this much to push me away? Ethan froze. Adrian's voice softened further. Ethan, look me in the eyes and say you don't feel anything. Say it and I'll walk away. Ethan opened his mouth, but no words came. His throat closed. His eyes burned. Silence clawed at them both. Adrian exhaled shakily. That's what I thought. Hero affection. 97%, 98%. Emotional lock almost irreversible. Ethan whispered, Adrian, I can't be your destiny. Adrian took his hand gently. You already are. 98%, 99%. Ethan's breath broke. System. What do I do? Host, you only have one last option. A complete emotional break. You must hurt him so deeply he steps away. Ethan stared at Adrian's warm, steady hand holding his. He whispered, voice trembling, I can't hurt him. Then the imprint will finalize. Ethan looked up. Adrian smiled softly at him. That was the moment Ethan knew he was doomed. 99%, 100%. Imprint complete. The hero's emotional trajectory is now fully bound to the host. Reversal impossible. Ethan felt the world tilt. The system went silent. Adrian squeezed his hand. Ethan, he murmured, you're mine. Ethan's heart shattered. Fear, guilt, warmth, pain all tangled. This was the point of no return. Epilogue. System. What happens to us now? Epilogue after the imprint. 1. The system wakes up. 3 days passed. 3 days since Adrian's imprint hit 100%. 3 days of Adrian refusing to let Ethan out of his sight for more than a few hours. 3 days of Ethan's heart turning into a battlefield every time Adrian so much as said his name. On the morning of the 4th day, the system suddenly flickered back to life in Ethan's bedroom. A tiny holographic message blinked. Host. Diagnostics complete. World line stabilized. Imprint irreversible. You are now categorized as the hero's emotional anchor. Ethan rubbed his face, exhausted. So I'm stuck here. Yes, but There is additional information. Ethan blinked. What additional information? The system hesitated. Based on new parameters, you are no longer required to guide the hero toward another love interest. Your mission has been reclassified. Ethan braced himself. Well, what's the new mission? The screen flashed gold. Sustain the hero's emotional stability and long-term happiness. In other words, just stay by his side. Ethan covered his face with a pillow. Oh my God, I've become the reward route. 2. Adrian's request. Ethan entered the living room to make tea. Adrian was already awake. Hair slightly messy, wearing a soft gray sweater instead of his usual formal armor. He looked devastatingly human. Morning, Adrian murmured. Ethan blinked. You're up early. I heard you talking to someone. Just, myself. Adrian walked over, touched Ethan's wrist gently. That's all right. I just want to be part of every part of your life, he said quietly. Ethan's heart squeezed. Adrian, you don't have to. I know I don't have to, Adrian said, brushing a thumb across Ethan's knuckles. I want to. He guided Ethan to sit beside him on the sofa. No overwhelming intensity today. No CEO pressure aura. Just warmth. I've been thinking, Adrian said, for the last few days. That sounds dangerous. Adrian huffed a soft laugh. I want to make you a proposal. Ethan froze. A what? Adrian smiled a little. Relax. Not that kind of proposal. Yet. Ethan almost choked on air. Adrian took a slow breath, searching for words. I want you to stay with me, he said. Not because of pity. Not because of some system. But because I want to build a life with you, step by step. No pressure. Ethan swallowed. You're giving me space? Yes, Adrian murmured, brushing Ethan's hair back carefully. I love you, but love without freedom isn't love. So I'll give you time, however long you need. He paused. But promise me this much. Don't disappear. Ethan stared at him, heart trembling. This version of Adrian, gentle, patient, willing to wait, hurt even more than the intense version. Adrian, Ethan whispered. Adrian leaned his forehead against Ethan's. You don't have to answer now, he said softly. Just stay for breakfast. Ethan exhaled shakily. I can do that. 3. A future that wasn't in the script. Over the next week, Adrian stopped cornering Ethan. Ethan stopped running. The office whispered about the CEO's sudden softness. HR begged Ethan to explain the kindness anomaly. Ethan refused to explain anything. Adrian worked like a normal person for once. Taking breaks, eating on time, even leaving early. Ethan finally asked him why one evening as they walked home. Adrian squeezed his hand gently. You're my anchor now, he said. When I take care of myself, I'm taking care of you too. Ethan's throat tightened. That's unfairly sweet. Adrian smirked. It's not sweetness. It's strategy. Strategy. To keep you in my life forever. Ethan turned red instantly. 4. The system's final message. That night, the system appeared one last time as Ethan brushed his teeth. Host. Final system update before dormancy. You have achieved the world's hidden route. Hero and guide. Shared destiny. Future tasks. Protect the hero's emotional well-being. Grow alongside him. Choose your own pace. No time limits. No penalties. No replacement love interests. Ethan stared. Wait, you're shutting down? Yes. Your story no longer needs supervision. You are no longer a temporary participant. You are a permanent resident of this world. Livewell host. The system flickered, then vanished. For good. Ethan stood there, toothbrush in hand, stunned. Permanent resident. Of Adrian's world. Of Adrian's life. Ethan whispered into the quiet room. Guess I better not mess this up. 5. Their ending and beginning. Ethan walked out of the bathroom. Adrian was waiting by the window, city lights painting him gold. He held out a hand. Come here. Ethan crossed the room slowly, heartbeat loud. When he placed his hand in Adrian's, Adrian pulled him into a soft embrace. No demand, no pressure, just warmth. Ethan, Adrian murmured against his hair, I don't know what the future looks like, but I know I want to face all of it with you. Ethan closed his eyes, letting himself relax into that steady heartbeat. Okay, he whispered. I'll stay. Adrian's arms tightened just a fraction. Good, he breathed, because I intend to spend the rest of my life proving that loving me was worth it. Ethan laughed softly, the first real, unguarded laugh in weeks. Then, let's do this. Together. Adrian pulled back just enough to look into his eyes. Together, he echoed, smiling for real. And somewhere in the silent, starlit room, a story ended, and a new one began.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more manhwa-style stories. Comment your favorite moment.